Hey everyone, welcome back to A Boy, a Girl, and a Mine. I am Lem.
That loss.
Hey Loz! Alright, so we're
Hey there.
about to do the final tour of the Christmas Village. So, here's where we started with this house on this little island. This is a little bit away from where we had originally spawned, but I wanted someplace snowy since we were using the festive theme pack. And it was like,
It is
let's
very festive.
It is super festive. Look at the way the light vines have spread down like that. I mean, I think that looks
That's
pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple places where it doesn't quite match up, but I'm not going to be too picky about that. So here's the original house. I think we should go in and give a little home tour and start there, and then we'll go around and look at the final village.
Okay.
All right?
I let you lead the way.
Why, thank you, sir. All right. So here we are in the foyer,
Hmm.
and we've got some of our little Christmas packages, and we're all decorated. I love the paintings in this theme pack because you get things like this table with the
Oh, is that a
presents and
painting?
toys
Oh,
and
that's
stuff. That's a
impressive.
painting. Yeah, I love it.
That's really cool. Oh, and those
And
two. Oh, wow.
and then yeah, we have like the frames with some of the items in there. And oh yeah, all this over here on the wall, those are paintings. All are matching coats and skates and things. Got the wreaths up. All of that was paintings up at the top. So I love what they put in here as options. So there were a few things I would
That
have
makes
loved to
sense.
have, but
Yeah.
all right. Let's do the dining area first, shall we?
Yeah.
Why don't you go on ahead? All right. So, you set up this area. Why don't you tell us
It's
about?
actually, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'd seen people making chairs. I was like, you know what? I will make some chairs with trapdoors and slabs. So they look quite nice. And I think this is birch. This
Yep.
fire called white oaks. I don't know which one it is exactly. And some candles. And I think that's is that a bone? Then a bone block there.
It is a bone block, which is a Yule
It looks
log.
cool. It
Yep.
looks a lot like a Yule log. So that's cool.
Why don't
Cool
you
stuff.
share what a Yule log is for all of the people who aren't from the UK who don't get
Wow.
to eat delicious Yule
A Yule
logs?
log. I depends. I mean, do you guys know what a Swiss roll is?
Well, yeah, like ho hos and Swiss rolls. Yeah.
So a Yule log is basically a chocolate sponge wrapped in a circle like that, and then you can see the white. It's kind of a little bit like a Yule log, except it depends. Sometimes you put cream in the middle, and like buttercream. Sometimes you put chocolate in the middle, so like it's like chocolate buttercream, and then you cover the outside in a solid layer of chocolate. Sometimes it's tempered. It depends how good your chocolate work. But it's certainly a thin layer of chocolate that cracks when you open it. But it's very soft and sponge inside, and it's ridiculously full
That
of,
sounds
of calories.
sugar.
Yeah,
Yes. Look at the rabbits.
sugar too.
So we've got our first two viewers here. Look at them. They're just
Wow,
kind of like checking out the stream. They're like, "This is
that's true.
awesome." So yeah, I like the little buffet you set up with the cabinets, the sidebar
Yeah, I was
here.
trying to
That's
think of
nice.
some way to make it look nice.
It looks very nice. And then I use trapdoors here along the back wall. More paintings.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We have a Christmas tree in here because you need all the Christmas trees. And there's the tree skirt because you can't just have that thing on the bare floor.
Actually,
And the
random
fireplace.
thing.
Uh huh.
This is just here. Watching the holiday, the film. You like the holiday
Yeah.
film, right?
Yeah. Oh, love it.
But from like 10 years ago or something. One thing I randomly noticed when I watched it this year, there are almost no Christmas trees in the film. If you actually
It's
watch it,
it's true.
like
It takes
Cameron
place near
Diaz has
Christmas.
no Christmas tree. Okay, Winslet hasn't got a Christmas tree. And Jack Black doesn't have a Christmas tree. The only person who does, Jude Law.
I was gonna say, does he have? I
And
didn't. I didn't remember. Did he
yeah,
have?
he
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
Yeah,
So he had a Christmas tree.
yeah, there's
It's a
no
very
Christmas trees.
unchristmassy Christmas
Christmas film.
movie.
Yeah, no.
Like in fact, I
Oh
almost
wow.
barely think about it as a Christmas film. But yeah. So I loved what you did with the armor stands here. I just thought it was something really cool. Little display in here, and then these I think are wool bricks blocks that I
Oh, the
that look like
puzzles.
presents. Yeah. So
Puzzles, but
yep.
that's
All
really
right.
cool.
Let's go into the other front room,
Yeah.
and you set this area up, so we have a little library area
Yeah, I was
with
trying to
it.
get an enchanting table in
Mm-hmm.
somehow because they kind of look cool, and I like the way that if you see them, you still have the letters going down. I like that. It's not a nice touch.
Well, I love it, and it's funny because I think on the front it kind of looks like a little cookbook too. So, like the cover actually looks
Wow.
like when you look at the cover when you can actually see it, it almost looks like there's a dessert on the cover. So it's still very, festive. And then I set this area. Well, you put the chests here, and so I created a
I
little
did.
chair, and that's our big screen TV in case you want to just like chill. with a movie or something.
Watching, is that a mountain? What is that?
It is. It's a nature film, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
And so here's our little seating area with another Christmas tree because every big house should have 1,000 bajillion trees.
well, you know how it is with trees,
Yeah.
except
And
for in the holiday, right?
except for in the holiday. And then here's our kitchen.
That's a nice kitchen.
Yeah, I love the way the kitchen turned out. I love that one of the paintings was this stove because that's kind of amazing.
Oh, that's a stove. Oh, that's a
Yeah,
painting again.
it's a painting again. Isn't that wonderful? So you actually have things on the stove. We have got a turkey in there, and we've got things on the stove top. I mean, the pan looks like it might be bubbling over a little, but that's okay. Here's the
Well,
dishwasher. It's empty.
mm,
Thanks for unloading it.
you know me.
We've got kind of everything we might need in the kitchen. I figured the little lectern it would be a great cookbook stand, frankly. And
It is nice. Yeah,
yeah,
that is
we
nice.
did little cabinets with the bookshelves and trapdoors, like you do.
Oh, that's nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden.
Yeah, it's very nice. And here's your fireplace. You built that one.
Yeah, I try to look at how to get a fireplace because you need a fireplace in
You
the
need
house.
like all the fireplaces. So let's go upstairs.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So
Wow, more
little art
paintings.
on the wall. Oh yeah, it looked very bare. I mean that's a little excessive, but like I couldn't figure out like there are only so many options, so it was like let's just do that. Little desk outside, little place to hang some more things. Also paintings. Another Christmas tree. Yeah, woo! All the Christmas trees with more presents because everybody needs gifts,
A lot of presents.
and the gift is my presents. Little reading area nook to like kind of lounge and
I
a
like
desk.
yeah, that's one. Yeah.
I love this. I kind of want this in my space like now. Now, capital now.
Uh,
Bed, another fireplace because it's got to be warm and cozy. And we'll head into the bathroom. The maid was already in here, so it's nice and clean. This was kind of the shower area, and part of my thought was either this is a really cool waterproof or type of light fixture, or it's kind of representative of like one of those really interesting shower heads you can get these days. Like where it's not like the typical shower head. Maybe it's like the kind of like the rainfall shower or something like that. But whatever you want, like this is just kind of the little bathing area. And then here at the sinks, we've had a little fun for the holidays where on the mirrors, whatever you would step up to,
faces.
there are
Yeah.
faces. So like you would see your face in the elf hat, or you would see your face looking like
That'd be clever.
Santa, or
That'd
like
be
a little
very
snowman.
clever.
And then in here is the water closet. And, just a commode,
Okay.
you know,
Cool.
a little bit
What
of
do you have?
privacy for that, like you want.
That makes sense.
And
I
close
like
the
how you always
doors.
put trapdoors everywhere as well.
I really do like not having to always manually close the door. So why don't you take us into the other side and show us around? Like
Let's see what it is. Oh,
Cribs.
okay,
This is
that's
an
fine.
episode of Cribs.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of some kind of like yeah, I'm trying to like some kind of game room.
Yeah.
Put some nice things on the wall now.
Those are some very nice
Just kind
things
of
on the
like
wall.
naming them now.
Mm-hmm.
A bookcase, because I thought like you can put your books in here as well. And,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can read like some of the stuff.
And like your
That kind of
games maybe
thing.
on there and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Or DVDs, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I did like the idea of the scaffolding because it looked like it would be shelving.
I love
That's
I
really
love the
nice.
way that looks. That's very cool. And I like your entertainment center. That's pretty nice.
A little bit colourful, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
know,
like
it's
the
cool
yeah, I like the
though.
colour blocks from it. That's very nice. And then here was this was just a bit silly because these obviously music notes. And I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like you can play music in here if you
Yeah.
know what you're hearing, of course.
A little music room.
I do not, of course.
I
So,
don't either.
you know,
So,
like that.
but
So
it's pretty
never
cool.
music room. And I tried to put like a little ledge because the ledge would look nice as well as a step up, step down to
Oh yeah.
the handle ledge just to make it a bit different.
Just I like it.
But it's a little different.
It's a very creative space.
The lighting.
I love that. And then we never did really do anything with the attic, so that could always be like a next season thing.
Let's pretend that there's no attic there.
But I mean, it's just a big, nice open space the way that turned
Yeah, I
out.
mean it's the whole house.
It is the whole house. All right,
That's the main house. That's
that's the
really
main house. All right, go ahead.
cool.
Now, if you want to go to the right in front here, we'll go to the garden. That's what I ended up doing. So you haven't been in here since I've I've done some of this. So I've kind of done a little terraforming. I mean, these trees have been here and all decorated. But up here, it was kind of a what are we going to do with this space? And you mentioned, like, let's do something with these spaces out here because otherwise they're empty. So I started with, looks like we might get snow soon. I started with up here and did this little garden. If we can go this way, that's fine. I'll follow you. Go ahead.
But I was looking for in.
So yeah, so kind of I did the lights lining the path just so it's one of those places that'll be really pretty to walk through, even like when it's dark. Kind of those little decorated botanical gardens, and lights on either side of the path, so you can kind of loop around, and like you'd walk through and kind of follow the path around, and just kind of enjoy like a nice little festive, cozy, walk.
That's really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, what they did for like the flowers and such was kind of interesting. And then I did try to actually arrange it nicely, like and go by height and actually kind of look at how things would look together. And look, there's a rabbit up on top of the bridge, or on top of that arch. There's a rabbit up there.
How's it going, dude? How'd you even get there?
Well, see, if you look, you can hop. They can hop over here from like this block onto this glass block, and then go right up the stairs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That guy's doing the same thing. And yep. Follow by down there too.
Yep. All right. So the other side of the little space I did is here, and it's a patio area off of the restaurant. And there's a rabbit on this bridge too. They like being up in these spaces. Wow. What I imagined,
pretty nosy.
They are
pretty nosy.
Yeah. And I love the way they've programmed these rabbits because they really do act like rabbits. So what I did here is I have put a jukebox out here. There's a chest with all the different little music discs.
That's nice.
And so I kind of imagined like, maybe they have like drinks and dancing out here, that kind of thing from the restaurant, hosted by the restaurant. And it's something kind of nice, like across from the house, where I didn't really want to put like a lot of businesses or other big buildings blocking the view from the house. Like I was thinking about all these different things from what is it going to look like from the house, like very centered to what I would want personally, rather than like true city planning, that kind of thing. So it's like I just don't want my view to be all cluttered. So where do you want to go next? Do you want to go businesses or little houses?
You try inside the restaurant that we just had the patio up.
All right. So here's the restaurant. This is the Holly and the Ivy. Established 2024. And
it's been open for a while now.
Yep. Yeah. It opened Christmas time 2024. And we've got a nice bar area. And maybe that's probably the bartender's little stocking there. So I did the cabinets again. Got all the different seating. There is a tree here too. And then we have the whole kitchen.
And it's very nicely used the trapdoors to make it look like it's a proper thing that goes up and down. I really like that.
Yeah, I really like doing the whole like flipping counter thing where it is, you close it and be like, hey buddy, what you want?
Wow.
And you're like, I don't know. Like, I'll have a cider, please. And I'll be like, yeah, we have those. Here you go. And, yeah. Wow. So. Oh, it's snowing! Yay. So we get to go back outside in the snow.
Really?
All right. So, yeah, there's just, nice. Not overly bright in here, but, not so dim that nothing's going to spawn. It's kind of a really classy restaurant. Yeah. Oh, and he went out without paying. That's okay.
Wow.
Some people. So, if we keep going, do you want to go to houses or keep on businesses?
I'm flexible with both.
All right. Well.
You know me.
Let's do a little review of the houses, and then we'll go into businesses.
Okay.
Just because I think the businesses are a little more impressive. So, might as well end there. Hello, Mr. Polar Bear. All right, so this house is one of the best little houses here, and because it is full of rabbits. Hello, rabbits. Yeah, shut the door. Oh my goodness, you just killed 3 or 4 rabbits.
What?
Yeah, when you set that off, it killed several because they were in the way.
That can't be the case. Surely.
I did happen to record that.
Wow.
not on purpose, but luckily I'm already carrying dandelions and we can feed those little guys.
Okay, to make up for it, probably.
Yeah, we can increase the rabbit population. I feel like some of these guys might be trapped in the windows somehow, and I don't know what's up with that. Because, like, they haven't moved. And these guys aren't, like, moving from the fireplace area. But
They seem happy though. That's the main
they
thing.
seem happy. Alright, so.
But it'll have so nevertheless full of rabbits.
Alright, no more fireworks in houses.
Fine.
Sorry, guys. It'll be delicious. Alright, so, that trader really likes this place. He just is happy. So right there is just like a little fire pit area with some benches. You can go and get all warm by the fire while you're out kind of walking around and enjoying the evening. This is so pretty. I love this. The nighttime, the snow. This just makes me happy. So the polar bear here is welcoming us to the little gingerbread house. And this one is a much smaller space. But considering it's supposed to be lived in by those gingerbread people who are welcoming us in, just a little cozy place to exist. I mean, this is the cheap side, being Airbnb type of deal.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, stuck in the door. There you go.
I'm trapped.
Well,
and here's Mr. Polar Bear again, and he is gonna sell you a Christmas tree because this is the Christmas tree lot. And as you can see, they're all pretty identical. You don't have to worry about like empty spaces on the Christmas trees here. No walking around making sure he doesn't have like a bald patch because they're all pretty good.
They're very, very, very similar.
They're all very good Christmas trees. And then, hello, rabbit. Here's another one of the little homes. And this one's just a kind of a neat little space. I like this one, how it turned out. Little
nice. I got
place to hang your things and a Christmas tree, a little stove, and a little place to sit. And then the bedroom here is it's a smaller space. It's probably for like one person, but
that's really nice.
Yeah, just a kind of little cozy nook. And then we'll come along here.
Yeah.
To our igloo. Yep, little igloo. And it's just, once again, a little small kind of basic space. Thought about spawning a polar bear in here, honestly, because I feel like that's where the polar bears would want to live. But, just a couple chests and bookshelves, couple beds. Just something really
that's really nice.
Neat and cozy. Yeah, and those I didn't put plates in because it's kind of hard with the spacing and the steps down. But then this one's kind of fun. This one is the little fortress, castle fortress house, where we do have a fireplace in here, a little table,
and a sleigh bed.
And a little sleigh bed. And the funny thing is, like, with, there are certain home styles, like the walls, like you feel like it seems cold in there. It seems like it would be like temperature cold in there. So I made sure this one had a fireplace because it didn't seem like it'd feel too cozy otherwise without it. But yeah, just a little sleigh bed. I'm not sure who would live in this one, but somebody would. Maybe like the town guard or something. Once you can figure out how to get through a door. Here's the gazebo. And the little rabbits who are hanging out by it. They are very interested in you. That's great. Love that.
Well, I mean,
and you can hang out and look at the beautiful tree. I love the way the snow is coming down. This right here is the thumbnail. It's the snow coming down with the tree. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. All right. I just love that.
Pretty cool tree.
And the side of our house looks good.
That's very well done. It looks very realistic for a tree. I like that.
I did get that pattern from the way somebody else did one, and I loved it. It looked very full and definitely more like an actual tree than anything I had built. So, these cold evening walks, they require warm drinks. So why don't you come on with me over here, and
I just thought things.
we'll step in
No,
and you'll throw things at me, weirdo,
probably.
and we'll go get a warm beverage. Welcome to Starbucks.
Wow,
Yep,
that's really impressive.
and just little.
Are they trapdoors again? Yeah, yeah.
Yep, I did
That's
more
nice.
trap doors. I love the trap doors just to kind of add paneling to the walls and kind of just make it look interesting, you know.
And then carpet on top of
So,
here, is it?
yes, it's carpet on top of there, on top of wall. Um, the walls made for good counters sometimes on this, and I kind of enjoyed how they're not as thick as using a full block, and they don't have the same look as like the fencing. Like you actually get solid looking counter fronts. But we've got our menu, so you can get different lattes, other hot beverages. We don't serve regular coffee because it's terrible and nobody should drink just plain coffee. We've got sweets, and then in your honor, we did do snacks that were very English
English.
friendly.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah,
Yep,
English.
very English friendly.
Good stuff.
So, right across the way, if you'd like even more sugar, is a little place we call Mary Cakemas.
Cakes everywhere. Wow.
Cakes and cakes and cakes. So you got gingerbread and cakes and more Yule logs.
Wow.
That's probably where we got the one at the house because I don't think either of us made it.
Yeah, I switched to
And
this make your log.
and then all sorts of the ovens. It's ready for baking up all sorts of wonderful goodies for the people of the town.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I love how this turned out. I liked the color
And all
scheme.
of
It's
them
very
got
sweet.
impressive.
So the second actual business I made was actually this one over here, the Book Nook.
Other than that, yeah,
And why don't you head on in? And just a cozy little place to come and grab something to read. We've got a couple little benches that you can sit down and kind of peruse and make sure it's the book for you that you want to take home, or the
that's cool.
stack of books that you want to take home, whatever kind of reader you are.
Depends how expensive you have, I guess.
It really does. Got the little counter for checkout, and then even a little thank you sign above the doors. And this
That's
one
nice.
does exit out to the. Some of
On the
these
back.
places have
Oh,
like a second entrance. It's not something
that's
that I
nice.
actually continue doing, but it is there. And what,
Interesting, isn't it?
yeah, they're all kind of different. I did go for a 9 by 9 floor plan for all of these businesses except for the restaurant and the inn. Just kind of the idea of planning like a cozy, quaint little village
Mhm.
where where it wasn't going to be overrun by all the commercial stuff, but you still have some businesses in town. So this is the toy shop. I called it the toy chest. And so we've got some of
That's
the
cool.
toys on display. Um,
Paddington Bear then.
yeah,
Or non-branded Paddington Bear, obviously.
exactly. Non-branded bear, and I like the little British soldier on the
Mhm.
little phone boxes. It's cute. And then just some more things on display that you could buy here in little frames. And of course, if you look over here to the side, we do offer gift wrapping.
That's really cool.
And some ornaments and some different books and things. Yeah, and this is our wrapping table slash checkout counter that you're standing on right now.
Well, I'm just getting a
It's
good
a good
view of
place
the
to be.
place.
Yeah, sure. How was the
Yeah.
view from up there? Oop. Oh, it's a great view from up there. Look at this lovely toy shop.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Ah, very nice. Mm-hmm.
Very
Should have thought of
similar.
that.
I
Okay.
personally.
And then we'll save this one after we go over here.
Okay.
So here's our ice rink. It was another one of the
Uh-huh.
early builds. It's
Yeah.
so funny because like you notice that we don't have any snow accumulation on the rest of the sidewalk, but I couldn't because of the glowstone or sea glass, I think that is.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't put it here because it starts melting the ice. So we get the.
Ah, okay.
But I just loved the way this like the packed ice looks around the edge of the regular ice. Um, this packed ice won't melt with the heat. Um, but it, the way the heat radiates off of any kind of glowing stone melts this ice really quickly. But I didn't want to trade this out because I just love the way this packed ice looks. It makes me very happy. From here, though, you get a really nice view of the inn.
That's strange,
And
yeah.
and this is like a nice place where I really thought like you know, you get to skate around and you get to see like the train station and the mountains and the different little businesses and things, and just kind of a pretty view with the inn there. And we can, you know, after you skate, you can come over here for a nice little snack in the place that we made for our friend Janky. And this one was your
You,
idea.
it's, yeah.
This one
I
was
think I
your
described
idea.
Tanky, but
Okay, our acquaintance Janky, our frenemy Janky. I don't know, but this place was your
okay.
idea. This
It
is
was, yes.
the Fried Chicken Company, and this is the place to come for
Fresh
chicken,
fried chicken.
some chicken,
Is it?
and more chicken.
There's one underneath the table right over there.
Yep.
Don't know who's
Oh,
left.
the place is like, I mean, it's swarming with chickens, just ready for you to eat them, basically. And we've got the stove, and we've got, if you open the chest, actually, there's all sorts of, there's fried chicken and raw chicken and chicken eggs, so you can have all the chicken you want.
You like
We've
those
got
when you
the
like it.
we've got the fryer here. We've got the stoves. I mean, we are just ready for a good chicken dinner. So here's this
And we got
lovely
those small
place.
chickens. No. Oops.
All the chickens.
Get out the way, man. Get out the way.
Oh, and they're gonna try to follow you out too. Woo! Oops. Okay. Well,
Um,
that's okay. He can escape. He can go invite his friends to come and
so
join.
close.
All right. So here is the inn. I just named it the Holiday Inn because I'm just super creative.
Well, you're allowed to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
have a look.
Yeah. Let's get a little.
Yeah, just have a look because it's quite a big building. So, nice on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just the leather blocks again on the roof.
Yeah, so I did. These are nice because I like the way the snow looks as it accumulates a little bit and then it starts getting obnoxious looking. So I did some of the
I guess it
glow.
helps.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it does. It melts it down. So, excuse me.
Damage 23 close.
Yep. Holiday Inn. And we'll come in. So to the left we have check-in and where the concierge is and
So the painting, that's one.
information.
Painting.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's another painting. And everything up along the walls, the garland, the ornaments, the wreaths, those are all paintings. And then just a nice little lobby area where guests can come and sit and kind of relax, chit chat. Another Christmas tree, you know, and one of our snowmen. I didn't. The snowman was weird. This painting was really weird to get because the amount of space that he takes up is very strange. It's kind of one of those like you wouldn't think he is as wide as he is, even like I think to the left. So it was hard getting him spawned, and then sometimes he didn't want to spawn. Like I would try to spawn it like actually on the floor places, and it wouldn't spawn. But then if I tried putting it like one up, it would. I don't know what the problem was with this one, but this is the one of the one times like the snowman actually wanted to do what he's supposed to do. So as I was flipping through the paintings, I just kept him. I'm like, he's cute.
That's really cool.
He's a little friendly guy for the inn. So upstairs are all the guest rooms. And what I did is kind of like when you're staying in some like the nicer resorts and things, they don't just give you like a room number. Sometimes you're in the something room, you know. So I did each room named for the door that it was. And unfortunately, I didn't theme the inside to like match like the door name, but even still, we've got like the wreath room and the pine room, and there's snowman and there's reindeer. So pine and some other. I mean, they're kind of smaller, more basic rooms, but come on in. Here's pine. Pine is one of the smaller ones,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I mean, I used wall instead of just full blocks for these, just to give us that extra like half block of space and kind of expand the
Yeah,
room a
that's
little
nice.
bit more,
That's nice.
you know.
Yeah.
And each
Like
room
that.
has a really nice view too. Like you've got the mountain back there. You can look out and where all the pandas. Oh my gosh, look at the pandas! They're so cute, little sweaters. Where the pandas are. You can see like the city hall, that kind of thing. Santa's pants.
It's gonna put him somewhere, I guess.
That's exactly right. So, and then we've got the snowman room here. Another double bedroom. And I mean, the only downside about using wall instead of the blocks is like if I wanted to hang something over the beds, it would stick out funny over the bed. But at the same time, you know how you sometimes do the accent wall, or like that was a
Yeah.
big trend before, of like
Yeah.
all your walls are painted one way and then one wall is like different. I figure with this you've got the accent wall thing, so I figure that's fine, that works. And I liked having like look see how it did with this window where you still have a little bit of wall on the other side of the window instead of being right up
Yeah,
against the
that's nice.
corner.
That's nice. Yeah,
I
I like
like
that.
that effect a lot better. I hate it when the window is right on the corner unless you're doing basically a corner of windows.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's my preference anyway. I mean, I've done it in some places because of just
Spacing, I
spacing and
guess.
all that. But the reindeer room is another little room. In fact, this one is smaller than some of the others, but it still gets a double bed, and but it still has a really nice view. And I mean that rock formation out there is so cool. It needs exploring. Like next time around, we need to go and actually do some exploring in that space. But here's our reindeer room.
Yeah.
And then, yikes. Okay, get down. Get down. And then we have the wreath room, which is actually our largest bedroom. It's laid out a little differently.
Oh, okay. That's not okay. I just
So
a
that got
picture
like a
of
little
that.
painting over the wall,
Uh,
and it
that's
has,
right.
that way the bed. I mean, look at it looks out on these beautiful windows, with you've got that rock formation again, there's a little waterfall back on that thing,
Oh,
and you've got the mountain here. You can see the train going by. You can see bits of the station. So it's got a really nice view.
it's interesting.
All right, and then here behind the inn, I did a small station and depot. Just for people who want to get on the train. It enters over here. So you could come in over here and wait for the train. And I mean, the way the train goes, it would take you to the station first, but which is just a short walk over there. But still, you can just kind of hop on here.
I should just try the end. We'll look at the station first and then do the train. Yeah.
We will do the train in a moment. I feel like that's the kind of the finale. The station is the thing I'm most proud of all these builds. So in the back of these two shops, I wanted the sidewalks to be even and not
Yeah.
zigzag, but I didn't want to just have these big gaps of nothing in the space like behind these businesses. So I built these little stalls where you can come and like this one is all sweets. And like so you're out walking and you can get like some
Oh, I can see
candy or
that.
some kind of sweet or something like that. And then this one over here is going to be another like it offers just little hand pies, and then like those cocoa beans mean that you can get some hot chocolate here,
That's nice
and
as well. Yeah.
then like a little cake, the little Christmas pudding there. And then of course every little town you need some place to buy some clothes. So this is the Your Best Elf boutique because we all want to be our best elf. And so
That's
yeah,
nice.
so I did the whole armor stands thing again, which I wouldn't even
Yeah.
thought of if you hadn't have put them like in the house. So armor stands for the different varieties that are here, and then also we've got the pictures on the wall showing that we do offer like armor for your horses.
Yeah.
And okay, so we won't tell anybody, but that actually, the one on the right is like rabbit pelt, rabbit skin, but that's not really what it is. We also have armor for your rabbits.
Oh, okay. That's
Since we can do so many things like a cauldron and a trapdoor to be a toilet, we can say that
that's
this is
true.
armor for your rabbit. Because, of course your rabbit needs armor. If he's going out into battle, he needs to be armored.
Well,
Stands out.
yeah.
So the
No
building
problem.
you haven't actually gotten a tour of yet. This is what
Yeah.
we did in my first two videos. This is our town hall.
Sure.
Yep. And so yeah.
That's very nice.
I do wish. I mean, I like its location. It kind of stinks you can't get a good like view because of, it's got another big building in front of it. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. So I'll give kind of a roundabout view of how this turned out. But anybody who watched the other videos, thank you for doing so, and you saw this all come together, and how many times I goofed up doing the roof. But it's functional now.
I think we all did the same with yours,
Oh
right?
my gosh, it was a thing. And I do need to put a sign over it, I guess, eventually that says like town hall. But so what I did in here is here's just a little gathering area for like town
Okay.
meetings and things.
Yeah.
So, a person can stand here and be like blah 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 blah, and the people are like, yes, we agree, meeting over, and let's all go out for coffee. And then
That's
on
weird.
this side, this side I actually did kind of as like the idea of it's like a little community area where people might come and get together for different events, or maybe they even just come and like play mahjong or whatever people do.
Whatever the people
You
play.
know,
Okay.
a couple old guys who play chess at this table right here, and just kind of a place to come. And there's, it's not quite as orderly because you know what it's like when you put a bunch of people and you create like a community space. Like people, like the tables will never stay right for long. But even I like this little space here where like you could sit with like a crossword puzzle or something, or just like a cup of coffee and just kind of watch people passing by.
But always missing pieces of the game as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep. Mm-hmm.
No,
So there
missing
is
2 of the nights.
exactly. Or we're missing the corner piece of that puzzle, so you'll never have it. There is plenty of space up in the floor above for offices. I haven't built those out yet. I decided that that's something I can do later on if I want to, but that will probably be office space up there. Yeah, and you can go up and peek in. I didn't. Right now it's just a big open area through here. If you want to see what it looks like, you can look in the part 2 video where we finish it out. And but yeah, we've got a big open space, and what I'm thinking in the space is eventually we can do like some separate offices or something. And so the last place to go is my favorite place. I mean, I love the way the town hall turned out. I love the way the inn looks. But still my favorite is going to be this train station. And the inspiration, yeah, I am still super happy with how this turned out.
That's really cool.
My inspiration for this was actually the stations at like Disney World, even though it's not a replica. That's not what I was going for, but just kind of the way they did the building front, the way the windows were, some of the pillars, and some of those types of things. Like I wanted that kind of look to it. So, and I love that clock face is another painting. And when I was trying to hang paintings on large, that is a painting. And when I was trying to hang large paintings in larger spaces, I kept finding
other paintings.
I kept finding that clock face, and it wasn't a good fit for it in the places I was trying to do that. Yeah. So I said, no. But then then it was like, it's perfect there. Now I could see like next time coming in and building like a big old clock tower and putting that on there and it being super cool. But I love having that big clock face there. So we can go into the station, and then I think we should go for a train ride.
That's great. Oh wow, the inside looks really good as well. I think you just straight up all the way.
Yep. So originally I actually had a flat ceiling that was about level with these exposed bricks here. And then I was messing around with it, getting the ceiling right and doing some other things. And I realized just how grand this domed ceiling was going to look. And having this big open ceiling. And just when you walk into old buildings like this, where you walk in and the acoustics are just crazy because of the ceiling like this, where like all the voices kind of echoing off. And sometimes that can be very overwhelming. Like, I mean, I get overstimulated. Like sometimes there's just things are too people-y for me. But at the same time, like I kind of really wanted to create that feeling of one of these very classic types of spaces. So we've got some of the clocks. Yeah, thank you. We've got clocks hanging for different people and lots of benches to sit and wait for your train.
I'm surprised. You just all over this. That's really cool as well. Yeah, extended in details. I think that's what's really impressive right now. the little details you put in. Like making a building like this is fine, right? I can make a building like this. It's not really a big issue. But like in making the little details inside, like using the right base designs, the little design touches.
Yep.
That's what's cool. That's what
Thank
makes
you.
it such a good build.
Thank you. Well, here are ticketing booths. So we've got the little glass over the windows, like that people might pull down and like close. But yeah, we have the cash only line, and then credit, debit, and cash. And then over here we have some currency exchange, or if like you're paying with foreign currency, we'll
Oh yeah,
take
yeah, yeah.
we'll take any money from an economy that hasn't crashed. Basically, we're happy to take your money. Um, we've got the two platform sign, and then over here is where you'd buy passes if you're somebody who's not just here for a day or like a single trip. Maybe you want a daily or monthly pass, or you can come by and you can pay a little bit more and buy an annual pass or
That makes
renew.
sense.
So the this area just kind of looks out, and eventually we may build out here and do something with this. Like I can see doing maybe some kind of cute little port or something like that with this
Yeah, I mean, you got a nice little
space
water
out
base
here.
here. The frozen lake here. I'm not sure you could do with it, but there's a nice frozen lake just like that.
Yeah, we could do something with it. And
And a bunch of sounds as well.
go eat a sandwich. Go eat a sandwich. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do something out here, but we still have the covered area for people who are coming in from that
It helps with
space,
the snow, right?
and
Snow,
our
right?
exit only. Yep. And all right, so why don't we go for a ride? This is 2 platform. And what I did out here was I made sure that, like, even though we have the powered rails here, I've turned them off so that way when we get back, if we've done a round trip, we can actually stop. So
Do you have to?
you do. Yep. Yeah. So if
So you
you
turn that one on and this one as well? Or
Yep,
does it stop at
they
one
should
and-
both stay off because it slows, but it doesn't completely stop unless it hits that one over there.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Which way around do you want me to go? Do you want to go that way?
Yeah, you should be going this way, like towards the other end of the station.
So if I push it over here first to start.
Yep. Well, you just get in it, and then you can start it anywhere. I will get one as well.
Yeah, since if you get mine card as well.
Yeah.
I can go back to my one. There.
Let's see.
There's one. Got you one.
Oh, you got me one. Thank you. I was already. Oh, hold there. I was in there doing that. All right. Turn around and.
I click the switch.
You don't need to flip the switch. Just edge yourself
Just
forward.
forwards.
Yeah.
Whee! Wow. And a train
And we've
track.
made it a bit. I mean, this is primarily what you would put down before too.
I mean, to be honest, train seems like a really obvious thing to put with Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
And some of your zigzags. Here's something I added right here with the tunnel, a little bit of thrill ride element, the glass tunnel so you can kind of see through.
So nice.
And
So well thought out.
Watch out, bunny! No, mom, bunny! Oh. I don't know what happened to the bunny.
Fine.
I'm sure he's fine.
You probably tanked it, don't you?
I'm sure the last time around, a couple of the rails were off, but there were these bunnies on the tracks. Like, there were several. And I'm like, guys, no.
And then it stops.
And yeah, it brings you to stop.
And then there it is. That is so clever.
There we go.
That
Thank
was
you.
And the whole village is amazing. I mean,
Thank you so much.
Really nice.
Well, and thank you for your help with it. Yeah,
well, yeah, I know. But we both know which one of us is creative, like really, really creative, and which one of us is not. So.
Oh.
Well,
We'll do a little aerial tour as we.
I know what my intentions are. Don't worry.
No, I couldn't have done this without you. I mean, I loved the bridges. You did the first bridge, and that really inspired doing all the next ones. I mean, if you come around to this outside of the house where the train tracks are, like I start getting into this weird headspace where I'm mildly concerned about the safety of people who might be using the space, even though the people are all imaginary. So that's why I started, like, we did the bridge, we did the tunnel, because I thought the tunnel would be cool for the train ride. But then also, I mean, safety. You're not going to walk right out of the yard and, like, step onto the train, fall into the train tracks and die, right? and then the glass tunnel there. But then I closed the spaces in a bit, so it was less likely things would go actually in there. But still give kind of some cool views. And I love this rabbit who's like perched up here.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out there. He's
The
just like
rabbit's just,
watching.
he's like, yeah, this is great. But yeah, this is the
That's
2024 Christmas Village.
It's really cool then. And I guess the last question you got is, what's she gonna build next?
Oh, well. So after I
She's got a
finished,
plan.
I don't have a plan yet, but after I finished the last video, I decided to go ahead and just create the next world and
Yep.
spawn in, like, and get all the settings set. So I'm not doing that in the video and just kind of spawn in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And I immediately saved and exited because I want more of the reveal to happen, I think, on the video itself. But I have spawned into what looks like a desert biome.
Oh, damn.
And I spawned literally on the side of a mountain with what looks like a pretty sheer drop. But like just down the way in this desert area, there's already a village right there. So
That's
it
good.
looks really cool. So I'm very excited to kind of probably hop on the video and actually explore it for the first time, like in the video, and then start getting, like, start seeing what we're going to do with this. Maybe it'll just be like a preview video while I'm kind of getting ideas. I don't know. But
That sounds like a good idea.
it looks very cool. Very cool indeed.
Well, thank you then for showing us your village.
Oh, thank
It
you
looks
for
pretty
coming
cool.
and joining and being a part of this whole
And
thing.
and if I actually know how to do this, I'm sure we can even make the map available to people if we want to. If I can work out how to actually do that,
Oh yeah.
if they want to download it themselves and use it for other things.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
If I can work out how to do it, of course.
Do the
Someone in
thing.
the comments can be like, dude, it's super easy. Just press this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, everybody knows more than us. We're just here tinkering around and letting people enjoy our
Or
foibles.
fireworks.
Wee.
Thank you very much, then.
Thank you. So as the sun sets once again on our lovely Christmas village, we will say, have a good day, night, time. Have a good one, guys.